Hello, everyone. It is me again, twice in one day. All right, so here we are with the reading for the week ahead. I'm going to be using the Mermaid Tarot today, which is a really beautiful deck, and I think that some of you might have seen me use it before, by Lisa Robertson. Okay, illustrated by Julie Dillon. Beautiful deck of cards, and I think I don't use them often enough sometimes. So today we're going to be using this for our reading for the week ahead. As you can see, this is totally not staged because I haven't even unpacked them yet. Okay, so as usual, for those of you who are used to being here, I'm going to ask what is most important for us to know right now. For those of you who are new here, this is usually the question that I ask for the week ahead. I usually do a reading on a Monday, and we ask what kind of energies are around and what's most important for us to know for this week ahead. Okay, and then we see what comes up, and we have a chat about that. Some of you may have seen that I've posted for the new moon eclipse, which is happening on the 25th. I think it's a Tuesday. So if you are looking to do an energy session for that and you're unsure of what to do, please get hold of me, ask me. If you want to set an intention, we can find out the best way to put it so that it's most effective. I'm going to post another small video or short video on how to set an intention correctly, or kind of get the right intention in a concise way so that your intention is strong and directly sent out, or very well directed rather. Okay, so I'll talk a bit more about that in one of the short videos that I'm going to post later on. Let's go. Okay, we're asking what is most important for us to know for the week ahead, please. There's the first one. Nine of Cups. Okay, beautiful. I feel like this card is talking about us making decisions on things that we want, based on experiences that we've had, okay, based on lessons that we've had. I know that last week we had that storm warning card, and a lot of the people that I know, or clients that I have, and even myself, we did have these storms coming up in our lives. And I feel like because this is a more mature looking lady, she's almost like old and wise, and she's now creating something or manifesting something based on all of the experience that she's accumulated. And because these are cups, they are to do with emotion and spirit. So it might be really emotional stuff that she's been through, things that were close to her heart, maybe pain and loss that she's had, whatever the case is. But now she has the power to actually direct that and orchestrate certain things and lessons that she's learnt and integrated for her own good. Okay, using it wisely. What else do we need to know this week, please? Oh, that one was wanting to jump out of my hand, and so does this one. Okay, let's just see if there's anything else. Sometimes there's more than one that wants to pop out at once. Okay, no, that's it for now. Oh, 10 of Wands. Okay, so with this emotional stuff, it does bring on major change. And sometimes this incorporates having to apply ourselves very much and meet practical difficulties. So it's like taking the steps to actually do the thing. All right, maybe you've made decisions and you've decided, okay, lesson learned, I'm now going to move forward and do something constructive. Let me just zoom in for us again. And this means that you're going to have to take on responsibility. This can also mean that you're taking responsibilities of others. So sometimes this means that we have to help a friend or a family member. We have to take on a burden that somebody else would usually take on, or a responsibility that usually is somebody else's, and we kind of have to help out. Sometimes it could be literally meaning that you have to help someone move from one thing, one place, or one thing to another. Sometimes it's yourself making the move, but this could literally mean like you have to help family move house. All right. And then we have the Queen of Swords energy. This is a very interesting energy because, again, there comes this kind of wisdom and knowledge from past experiences. Now, you don't have to be old and wise, and you don't have to be old to be wise. You can have had certain experiences in your life that make you a little bit hard, that make you a little bit rigid, like the Ice Queen over here. And these are because you've had past experiences that, have hurt your heart or caused you to have to be the one that everybody leans on. So these are things to consider. And I think that when we see the Queen of Swords, she is a very inspirational character because she, no matter what she's been through, she's always forging ahead. She's always looking forward. She's always like future focused. And she's saying, I'm not going to be sad. I'm not going to let everything overcome me. I'm not going to wallow in my own pity, but I'm going to see how I can direct my life. Same kind of energy happening here. But this is saying that it's going to take practical steps. Like for me, I've been avoiding my tax for a while, and now I had to take on this cumbersome task of actually doing the tax, which is such a laborious, painful process. But that's it, it's that process of elimination. It's that taking on each task one at a time, having the questions asked and answering the questions. Okay, now we can do this step, now we can do that step. And it's just been something that I preempted and knew had to come and just avoided a bit because it was just like, ugh, certain things that you don't want to deal with. So yes, that is like meeting those practical difficulties that are going to be a bit of a burden. Maybe you've got some money you need to pay back, whatever the case is, but facing up to it and not crying about spilt milk. Okay, what else do we need to know about this, please? Oh, now we have a completely contrasting energy. We have the Page of Wands, who is very fiery, very young, very eager, willing to do just about anything. Okay, this is very charismatic and I'm just trying to think of the word. It's very charismatic energy and it has the sense of wonder. Do you see how she looks at this ball on top of this wand and she's looking straight into the light and she's like going into her own little dream world and she's dreaming of possibilities. So I think that this is saying to us there can be some kind of positive message or something coming in this week that puts a positive spin on things. A page is a messenger. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be a moment of, oh, wow, I've come out of this. And now all of a sudden, here's this bright new thing that I can move forward with. Let's see what else. Okay, so the Five of Swords, this is you win some, you lose some. You see this energy with all the positives and negatives. You don't get this wisdom without coming through some hardships in your life. Okay, you don't get through this wisdom without carrying some burdens, having to apply yourself practically, without having to be a little bit hard or get that attitude of, yes, I've had some pain in my life and sometimes that makes me isolate myself or not maybe be very forthcoming with my energy or my affection or whatever the case is. But this does not mean that I'm going to be defeated and I'm going to be like this forever. And it's like this refreshing energy comes in. Like there's I want to say a light bulb moment when I look at this, or like somebody or something that comes in with a really positive message. And you say, well, this is it. Sometimes we try new things and sometimes we um, have to admit that certain things didn't work out, but there might be other things coming in because that's what Five of Swords is about. It's like really not crying over spilt milk, okay, and realizing that sometimes we try very hard to accomplish something and we don't always get the results that we're looking for. Okay, so there are disappointments and there are victories, wins and losses, and we need to make peace with that. The Ace of Pentacles is a wonderful card, and I do feel like it ends on this note. This is things that either you have is brand new, it's a new beginning, a fresh start with something in your physical 3D, maybe a new business, a new relationship, whatever the case is. But it can also be the restarting of something. Maybe you started a business before and you never got the opportunity to get it off the ground, or you met somebody a long time ago and you never really got the opportunity to revisit that, or you get someone from your past who comes back into your life and there's going to be some significant changes. This is about prosperity and joy and abundance. It's a very positive card. It would be even more positive if it would focus for us. There we go. Okay, and this is about things that may take a little time to come back into your life, especially if they've been cut back and there's been a feeling of loss, all right? This can also be like a widow energy. There's an element of loss. So if things have been cut back or removed from your life, like I say, you could have lost your car and your house and your boyfriend, and all of a sudden things start kind of coming back, or you feel like you're coming into your own, or you're moving into another phase of your life. This is about new beginnings and fresh starts. Okay, so I feel like we're gonna like run the gamut of our emotions this week, because there's gonna be all kinds of ups and downs and things happening, but there's definitely this new energy coming in with the message. And I feel like just don't bite off more than you can chew, and don't expect everything to go 100%. Be willing to also close chapters with certain things, allow things to be the way they are, and it is what it is. And be willing to start afresh and start new things. The card from the bottom of the deck is the Death card. Okay, in this particular deck of cards, it's actually a little bit sad, which the Death card usually is, but this is them rescuing some turtles and some seals or sea lions. And this is a bittersweet card, because here they are rescuing these animals and saving them. Some of them are not going to make it. However, a lot of them are getting a second chance, and this is what this is about. Death is always about rebirth, okay? When something dies down, something either replaces it or sublimates it, or there is some kind of new beginning or rebirth, like we have with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so this is about a symbolic death of something in your life that you need to get done, you need to get finished, um, and you need to start afresh. You need to start on, even if it's just, like I said, for instance, hypothetically, doing your tax, and then you can start afresh on a clean new slate, and you have that burden is released from you that you had to do all that admin. Okay, it could be something literally that mundane, but important. Okay. I feel like I need to pull one other card that's going to give us a message. So let me just see. Let's try our Spirit Oracle, who never fails us. We'll give it one quick shuffle. Okay, what's the most important message that we have to hear today, please, for the week ahead? Message from afar. Message coming from afar. Expect positive and refreshing news. A great outcome for all. That's interesting, further to what I said about the Page of Wands, that this is usually a messenger. Okay, and I think it's someone who comes with an idea, or it's some kind of communication, because this is about thoughts and ideas and communication. So this could very well be a message coming from afar. Let's just see if there's anything else. Anything else, please? Karma. Okay, karma. However you want to pronounce it. Whoops. You see, here it says again. I'm doing very well here, guys. Throwing everything around. Interesting. It says here, someone from the past re-emerges in your life. This gives you the opportunity to handle things differently than you did before. Stand firm in your power, yet stand also in the light of love. The universe is presenting you with a fresh opportunity to clear away any lingering karma linked to this relationship. Okay, this could be a friend, a family member, an ex-lover, an ex-boss, whatever the case is. Keep this in mind this week, because this is exactly what I was talking about. Something that you started before that's rekindled. Okay, a message that comes through. It's an opportunity to clear away any old energy. This symbolic death. Okay, maybe it's a symbolic death of an old grudge that you used to hold, and you can make amends with somebody. It'll be interesting to see how these things unfold. Okay, and with that, I leave you and I say have a beautiful week. I'll chat you again soon. Take care. Lots of love.